give Shane his penny back. All right, just do that. We'll do the score up there.
All right, here we go. Neal Jacobs from Chicago versus Mr. Gary Lutman. Loser gets third place, which is $1,000. The winner moves on to play Shane Van Boning in the finals. The finals is a race to 5. It will take place at 5 o'clock. And that will, like I say, be a race to 5. $3,000 for first, plus the title, U.S. Open Bank Champion. And second place is $1,500. This was a $200 entry fee tournament. And what else? Soon as this match is over, soon as the finals are over, we will be doing a players meeting, go over the rules, dress code, and have a Calcutta, and also do the draw for one pocket. That'll be happening probably around 7:30. The one pocket matches will start at noon tomorrow. I think at last count we have like 25 players in the one pocket, 5,000 added. Can't give you the breakdown, the monies or anything like that. We haven't figured out because we will accept signups for another 3 or 4 hours. So there's 3 players left in the tournament, and you see 2 of them, and then and Shane, and that's the 3. We are on Facebook, CueSports International. CueSports is one word. And please go to that, share it. Make sure you share it. Please. And on April 5th at 4 p.m., we have in a nice sort of way, you can't call it a grudge match, just a match between Oscar Dominguez, who now lives in Las Vegas, which is awesome. There's a shot. Oscar Dominguez and Can Salim, and they'll be playing a race to 35. The game is 10 ball. It will take place on the same table that the bank pool shooting is going on right now. And that's going to be a free feed and free admittance, as this is also free admittance. If you want to come down and watch these guys playing one pocket tomorrow, starting tomorrow, or bank pool for the rest of the day, come on down. This is a race to 4. And Gary made a cross side. Most of the shots are pretty obvious. There's so many factors in this game. Bank pool is much more difficult than it looks. I mean, people will say, "Oh, I can make that shot." Yeah, anybody can make them, but anybody can miss them. And for some people that aren't that familiar with banks, the game is very, very popular. Ohio, Kentucky, places like that. Derby City has really popularized the game. And it's called short rack banks versus full rack banks. Full rack banks would be 15 balls. This is 9 balls. The balls have no value other than each ball is worth 1 point. You can rack them in any order you want, and you must hit the head ball, no matter what ball it is. First person to make 5 banks wins the game. and you have to win 4 games to win the match. You'll see some very cute shots, especially towards the latter part of the game, because the pockets end up getting blocked, and they'll come up with some cute 2 or 3, 4 railers. Every shot to count must be clean. No kisses, caroms, combinations, kick shots. It must go clean, and you must call it. Pretty close shot. Another one. See, now looky here. All these balls, I mean, look, there's 4 pockets. One of them's tightened up real good, but the other ones are pretty blocked. You know, I mean, most of the bank lanes are, you know, they're blocked. And that's, you know, it changes the game when there's no open pockets. But now he can bank that, well, he's just going to, maybe he's going cross side, yeah. Neal's a well-known bank player in Chicago. I'm understanding he's one of the better bank players up there. Very aggressive style. I mean, but you know, you pay the price. If the ball doesn't go in, sometimes you're selling out. Very, very little safety play with his style. Well, Gary's got 4, and Neal's got 2, and this is the first game in a race to 4. Interesting. Not many shots here. There'll be a safe come up here somewhere. Put the cue ball in the middle of the rail, I would assume. No. I don't know if I'd have done that one. Gary only needs 1 ball. It's not a gimme. By any means. Oh, he went 2 rails, and he came pretty close. Gary still needs 1. Neal needs all 3. That was a while ago. Yeah, about the only shot's cross corner. Not a bad shot, however, because you can't bank it long ways. Oh. Really safe because these 2 pockets are blocked. Oftentimes, it's very difficult to play safe in this game because there's just too many options when it comes to bank shots. That's why he did not want to make that ball, because if he makes it, it comes up on the spot. That therefore giving a free shot. And when your opponent only needs 1 ball, you do not want to be throwing away free shots, because eventually he'll make one of them. So there's one match after this. The winner of this match plays Shane Van Boning for the championship. And the difference in prize fund is $1,500. $3,000 first, $15 for second. Loser of this match gets $1,000. And then the one pocket will start at noon tomorrow. These will be annual events. Next year they'll be approximately the same time. After 2020, we've announced, CSI has announced date change in all our events because our nationals are moving to the February and March time frames. And we'll be posting all our dates from 2019 through 2025. Because we don't like things conflicting either. And this year there was a conflict between our event and the Scotty Townsend Memorial. Strictly accidental. We had posted our dates in September, and I just don't think they were noticed. Because I've talked to the people down there, very nice people, and they were not aware of it. Nice shot. Neal is a total aggression. 4-3 on ball count. No one's won a game yet. You are playing on a diamond with 4 1/4 inch pockets. That's why some shots don't quite go in. It's a little on the snug side. It's not what I would call tight, but it's definitely snug. Like I say, these are 4 1/4. The rest of our tables that are in tournament play are 4 1/2, which is a standard diamond pocket. Ball count is 4-3. Gary has 4. Neal wanted to make that one. He's liable to leave a shot here. Yeah, that's dangerous. And when you play bank pool, it's easy to miss the gimmies, but if you want to win, you need to make the gimmies, and that was one. All right. Gary gets the first game, 5-3. It's an interesting story with Neal. He drove down from Chicago. I think it was like a 20-hour drive or something like that. And I don't know, got here at 4, 5, 6 in the morning or something like that. We didn't open until 10, so he went and got something to eat, hang out at a casino or do something. Came back here at 10 when we opened, put his cue stick together and started hitting balls. And, you know, you got to admire that. As they say, that's strong. And for a rule clarification, once again, if you make a ball in the break, it doesn't count. It just allows you to continue shooting. Wow. Couldn't hit it much better. So if you do make a ball in the break, you just get to keep shooting, and the ball spots up after your inning is over. It does confuse a newbie as to why they're spotting balls. Well, anytime you make a ball in the wrong pocket or scratch, you have to spot one if you scratch. And if you don't have one to spot up, you owe it, just like in one pocket. Wow. Tight pockets. Well, Neal made one. We use the magic rack, as you can see, because we don't want any slug racks. You're racking your own. It's just, even with a standard triangle, things can happen. Magic rack guarantees they break a little better. There is no such, you cannot safe break. You just have to make best efforts. And boy, Look how deep those two balls are. Yeah, you got quite a conflict in styles. It's really noticeable between Neal and Shane. But Neal was giving Shane some fits on the when they were playing for the hot seat, and Shane won. He didn't run over him. That's for dang sure. Neal had him going. And I guess he's one of the better bank players in Chicago. And Chicago's known for bank players and Bugs, Piggy Banks, Freddie the Beard, and others, you know. Can't turn our volume up a whole lot louder because it starts picking up all kinds of background noise. I'm just guessing it's at your end and not ours, but anything's possible. Boom. If you ever get a chance to go to Derby City, you'll see 400 bank players. And you can tell who the real bankers or the people that play a lot of banks are, because very few of them roll the ball. They all fire them in, similar to what Neal's doing here. You take the known bank players, the Shannon Daltons, the Brumbecks, the Shannon Murphys, wow, there's a foul. But you take and many others, they don't roll the ball. They fire them in. Truman Hoag's probably, he's fun to watch, but they fire him in because basically it straightens it out coming off the rail. And but your accuracy really has to be dialed in. Myself, I prefer rolling balls for the simple reason if I miss, it blocks the pocket and keeps the other guy. You know, I'm not that great of a banker when I played, but when the balls are all over the table, they can run out. If they're half of them are in front of the pocket, nobody's running anything. So that way, at least I'm guaranteed a few more innings. Gary made a nice cross corner. And he leads 1 game to none in a race to 4. A 2-rail bank, a little short. And he owed that ball. That's why he spotted it. So I guess Neal has 4 balls. And Gary has none. Even if Gary was to get on fire, he can't win with those 2 balls in the. Can't run out because there's 2 dead balls. He needs 5. The unsuccessful player in this match ends up in 3rd place. The winner will play Shane Van Boning in the finals. And that'll happen scheduled to play at 5 o'clock. And don't forget, on April 5th, we've got the Oscar Dominguez Can Salim Challenge match, 10 ball, race to 35, one-day affair. It's a free feed and it's free admittance. And we plan on getting several of those going on. So like our Facebook page, either Griff's Bar and Billiards or CSI, and you'll get plugged in and know what's going on. Lots of things are going to be happening in Vegas. We're doing 5 U.S. Opens and the Jay Swanson. Matchroom just announced, many of you may not even know this, just announced today that the U.S. Open 9-ball, Matchroom has made a deal. I'm not sure if they purchased the name, acquired the name, however, whatever. But they announced, nice shot, they announced that the U.S. Open 9-ball is coming to Vegas starting in April of 2019, and they're saying it's going to be like a $300,000 prize fund. Nobody does it like Matchroom. So I think between some of the synergies going on, I mean, I like to think that we're part of it, that this town might become pool central for the tournament side. It'll never become pool central for the amateur side like, say, Phoenix is. They have so many options. They have like 5 or 6 pool rooms with 30 tables each, and the pool rooms work together. And tremendous, tremendous atmosphere for amateur players. All right, scores 1-1 in a race to 4. But this is going to be exciting with the U.S. Open, and I'm sure it'll be in a casino. They haven't announced it yet. It's going to be in April, starting in 2019. And in 2020, our dates for our nationals, which also means our dates for the U.S. Open 8-ball and 10-ball, is going to February and March. And we apologize that we're going to be upsetting some people's schedules. A lot of these things we just don't have control over. You know, you can't deal with a major hotel, try to get dates in approximately the same time frame for multiple years. And it took 2 years for them to wiggle around and figure out how to get the dates that we have. But we'll be posting the dates through 2025. That's 7 years from now. So everybody can plan. Several reasons why we chose that. But one thing is it's just not as hot. And it does help a lot of our league players from the northern states, because in the summer they want to go fishing and hunting. And now Shane says it might interfere with his ice fishing. Most people don't have that problem. And Nate, you might be right. I'm not real sure how to pronounce his name. Main thing is everybody knows who he is and that he'll show up. I think you're right. I think it is Khan. nice. I think Lutman's got his hands full. Neal's the one that beat Gary. Wow. All you got to do is nip the rail with that kind of speed, and it will not fall on these tables. 4 1/4 inch, but they have deep shelves. Standard slates, but when you tighten up the pockets, can cause issues. These are not excessively tight. I think they're the right size for top-notch play. Yeah, I did mention Pat Fleming's announced also a new event. The International 9-ball, which is going to be in, I believe it's Virginia Beach. It's the kind of the same dates, same venue that the U.S. Open 9-ball was at. It's just a different event because the U.S. Open 9-ball is moving here. Different ownership. That's Pat's event. Matchroom took over the U.S. Open 9-ball event, and it's coming to Vegas in April. So those are 2 huge events. Well, Gary's starting to hit a speed here. So it's pool's looking up a little bit. See if we can make some things happen. Wow. Wow, wow. That's 3 in a row. Taking count to see where he is. Now he's probably banking the 5-ball if he's got enough of it. Looks like he does. And if you're in town, you like I say, you come down and watch for nothing. You also, if you need your cue stick repaired, Joe Klimchek is here. He will be here through the day, and then this weekend, he'll be at the Rum Runner for the women's charity event, which is like the 8th or 9th annual event. Last year they raised a little over $10,000. Katie Moore, and she's the main mover and shaker on that, I believe. But Rum Runner folks, Gino Hill and family, Mr. Andy Hughes and a few others are very, very active in that. So it's a good cause. I know there's been a couple people saying like we schedule on top of them. That's nonsense. Completely different events. There are not too many women playing in this event. And there's only so many weeks and weekends. And we scheduled these, they'd be after, the events at the Rum Runner. They have 3 weekends in a row. And so we danced around them as best we could. All I can say to that, if somebody wants to discuss it, they should come and talk to me. Oh, Silver Ochoa, how you doing, man? Now there's a one-pocket player from a few years back. Down south in Texas, the second largest state. I can rub it in. I'm from Alaska. We could cut Alaska in half, and then Texas would be the 3rd largest state. Well, it's 4-4 in ball count, and it's 1-1 in game count. This is a race to 4. Winner is guaranteed second and plays Shane for the tournament. Neal is the one that put Gary in the loser's bracket, so they meet up again. Oh, close. Last time around, they played 6 games, and Neal won. I think the match took 30 minutes. But Neal's, you can see by what he fires them in, he's fast. Fun to watch. All right. Neal Jacobs has 2. Gary Lutman has 1. Race to 4. You know, I don't know Neal. I've met him before. I've seen him play something. I don't know if he came to one of our tournaments at one time, but you just have to admire him. I mean, he drives 20 some odd hours, gets down here, and then last night he was wanting to, and he just about started making some sizable bets that he would win the tournament. This is while he's on the loser's side. So, you know, the boy is full of confidence, and I like to see that. Wonder why he's having problems with racking him. It usually racks pretty well. Maybe they crinked it. If they can't get it, we can get him another rack. You want another Magic?
If you guys don't care if I rack with the regular rack, I mean, he don't care. Yeah, I thought I had it tight, but I was like, all right, I might as well try a Magic if everything's not tight.
He was just having trouble with a Magic rack, and both players are fine with them racking that way. The main thing is that they stay tight. We don't want any slug racks, even though you're racking for yourself, but it changes the game because there is no such thing as a safe break. Notice that the 1 ball's not in front. Perfectly fine. This is not 9 ball. This is just a 9 ball shaped rack. Noise. No balls. Look out, white ball. He had his fair share of scratches the other night. Had a couple of really unlucky ones. So did D. Atkins. I couldn't believe a couple of the bad rolls that D had. Was like a kiss in the middle of the table. Knocks the cue ball straight in the side. Ugly stuff. Notice how that shortened up. Diamond tables are so sensitive to speed, and if you use a little bit of draw or inside English or opposite English, can really shorten the balls up. Plus, it's raining today, and that's going to have some kind of effect. And you heard me right. It's raining in Las Vegas. Fun to watch. I believe all he plays is banks. That ball does not count. That's because it did not go in clean. Can't play off of another ball. Cannot hit another ball. That's the fear of Neal's style. You get a kiss or this or that, and that cue ball is going to find a pocket. He's a little bit fortunate that there's no ball down in the upper end of the, at the Gary's end of the table where he can shoot at it. It's ball in the kitchen on any foul. Surprised he missed it that badly. It happens. Banks is a funny game. A lot of momentum shifts in Banks. And obviously that spots up. Unintended pocket. Yeah, he's just going to tap that and the other ball goes upstream. And he did get a rail. Well, he's going to bank the 8. And cross corner of the 9. Wow. Nice shot. He likes those cross corners. I hate him. And another one. I've lost track of the ball count. As soon as they show the tray, I'll tell you what it is. Well, maybe I won't. Can't see that good. I think Gary only has 1. That's the case. Neal has 4. Four to 2 in this game. Neal's ahead 4-2. Gary, Andy's ahead 2-1 games. All right, 4-3. Four to 4. He was stuck, now he's even, basically. Now we 1 ball for the game. Gary really needs to win this game, otherwise he's down 3-1. That's no fun. Wow, close. I really recommend that people that are not familiar with this game play it. It'll be weird the first game or two, but once you got the hang of it, you'll start seeing the value of how you play safes, how you see bank shots, and it will improve. It'll improve your one pocket game. It'll improve 9-ball, 8-ball, and 10-ball. Because if you learn where you can bank, you're a threat. Well, he's going to have a shot. See how good of a shot it is. He's shooting across side for the game. Too wide. Way too wide. Boy, he likes those cross. Oh, that was almost a scratch, but okay. 5-4 on that game. So Neal is now 3 games to 1. Neal's just, yeah, he's just high energy. Straightforward. Try to remember to share this stream to everybody, and we'll see what we get. We hit 1.9, which is 1900 yesterday, and it's strange because it really, really bounces around. You're right. Neal reminds me of Truman too. That 100 miles an hour stuff. Well, game score is 3-1. Neal. Gary is racking, and Gary is breaking. Race to 4. Winner gets to play Shane Van Boning in the finals for the $3,000 check and the title. U.S. Open Bank Champion. Tomorrow at noon, U.S. Open One Pocket. Made one on the break. That just guarantees he can continue shooting. When he finishes this inning, he'll have to spot that ball up. Yeah, he's just about got to shoot the 8. Then he can play the blue ball after that. Depends on where he ends up. Depends how he hits it. Looks like me like he's going to roll, hit the ball a little high. So, yeah, it's just not how I would have done it. I'd have hit it low ball. I have better control when I hit that soft low ball. Score is 0-0 this game. The game count is 3 Neal, 1 Gary, and a race to 4. Boy, those cross corners, he does like those cross corners. He's deadly. That's a huge advantage. Close, but no cigar. I don't know, he'll probably shoot the 8 if he can actually bridge. He's over the ball a little bit, looks like. Makes it a little harder. Oops. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So that's so dangerous and really unnecessary. He kind of forgets where that ball goes. Another one. Yeah.
Oh, it's over. It's all right. It is a jelly roll. That's a good jelly roll.
Yeah.
You gotta have the advantage of it, though.
It doesn't really bother him that much, which is, it'll cost you though. Scratch is too expensive. Plus he made a ball, so it really cost him. Cost him basically 2 balls, and maybe 1 more. 'Cause, you know, wow. Didn't give up much. Yeah, the 1 pocket will be streamed starting at noon tomorrow. We'll do the players meeting, the rules, dress code, and all that kind of stuff. Then a Calcutta. And if there's enough demand, we've never done Calcuttas before. And then the draw. And that way everybody will know when they play, and the matches start at noon tomorrow. If you want to see the charts for this event, and the 1 pocket will be put up there once the draw is done, but it's ctsondemand.com. And you can see the flow charts. Yeah, Gary's going to have to tighten up a little bit. He's just got to, if he leave enough shot, Neal just blasts at things a little bit. And hope, you know, from Gary's viewpoint, hopefully he has enough innings that maybe he'll get a little too aggressive or put the white ball in the hole or something. But because Gary has to win the next 3 games to win the match. Neal only has to win 1 game. Yeah, we'll attempt to get a Banks ring game going tonight, right after we do as we're doing the 1 pocket draw and that kind of stuff. We'll see. There wasn't enough interest last night. I had a couple players, but we need a minimum of 4. I'd like to have 6. $200 entry, winner take all, and that's pay by the rail. That's fun to watch. Right speed, yep. Now, if you hit it that hard and it hit the rail there, it would not have gone in. A lot of value to pocket speed, or even just softer than 100 miles an hour. Well, it makes it a little tough with the cue ball on the rail. Needs to be able to shoot down on that ball, hit it with some draw to shorten the ball up, and I guess he can't do it. He's just ducking. I don't see much of a shot there. Just got to be careful. If he just nips that blue ball, he stack it behind the 7 or whatever that ball is, so it doesn't leave a bank. Otherwise, he could get in trouble. Oh. Oh. Man, that was dangerous. And he did leave a shot. We'll see what happens. Well, not much happened. Three to 3 is the ball count. Somebody needs to make 2 of these balls. 3 to 3 in this game, 3 to 1 in the match in a race to 4. So Neal needs to win 1 game, and Gary needs to win 3 games. So at this point, Gary is the underdog. Neal needs 1 for the match. What do they call it in tennis? Game, set, match. Yeah, he's just supposed to roll the 1 in. Oh, really? Twice? Can't believe it went once. I didn't understand it. Well, he's even surprised. He says, I didn't think he could get by there. Oh, well. I would have got the granny stick and played the 1, but that's, I'm sitting in the chair. Remember, Gary needs both of them to win this game, and he must win this game to continue in the tournament. Wow. Well, cue ball's good. Gary could win from here. Can't now. Yep, he had an opportunity. He makes that, he would have a shot on the 1. Wow. It's a very nerve-wracking game. Every poke that Neal shows, that could be the end of Gary, and he knows it. Shortened it up too much, it looked like. Ooh, yeah, caught the tit going in, I think. And he had shape. This is a key shot. He makes this, he wins the match. Yep. All right. There you have it. Neal Jacobs 4-1. So they've played twice, and Neal has won twice. 4-1 and 4-2. All right. We'll be coming back with the final.